Hi, I'm Angified. I started Angified Presents.
We share the love of music.
It has been medicine and therapy. Nothing else worked.
It has saved many of us. With mental health, we need to open our eyes.
Hurt people hurt people.
We ask that you listen, comprehend, and relate with your ears.
Form that heart of unity and one.
We share on this stage.
Statistics, feelings,
And ourselves.
we stand with the belief to be you, to be heard, and to be original.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs.
At the end of the day, we are all brothers and sisters.
We are family.
We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. Open your minds, let in the love,
and listen with your hearts.
We all want a better tomorrow. Be one.
Communicate and look out for one another. And then, and only then, will you find the world.
We will find peace in all the world.
You'll find the world. And you will find in this shining world. He was among us in every boy and girl. Many have been broken, red hearts turn black. Love will melt the ice and turn it back, and you will find the world. You will find the world. You will find the world. And when you find
signups are here now. Are you ready to wag, baby? Yeah! It's that time for the summer series. Are you ready? Are you signed up? Do you know your genres? Do you have what it takes? We're only accepting 32 contestants here. And you know what? It is going to be fire! We have great judges. We've got some surprises, twists, and turns in these rounds too. Do you have what it takes? Be part of number 32. Sign up today. Angifiedlive@gmail.com. Let's get on that list if you need it. It is also my pinned post on bandlab.com/Angified. Go ahead and sign up today. And you know what? It's time to fly. Show what you got and how good you can collaborate with another artist to create a new track in 7 days. Do you have it? Are you scared? Don't be scared. It's just the wag. Sign up today and we'll see you soon.
Find me the antidote. Can't find the words I need to describe all of this pain that I'm feeling inside. It's better to fight than switch. Life ain't easy, we take our hits, and sometimes shit's the only one that fits. I said sometimes shit's the only one that fits. Shit. Like the time Mama caught me in the cookie jar. Can you ruin your dinner? And down fell those rubbers in my room. Yes, I'll explain it to you. And when I tried to hold back and couldn't on the sofa in the family living room. And even though I've tried, God, nothing else will cover it. Oh, 'cause sometimes shit's the only one that fits. I said sometimes shit's the only one that fits. Shit. Sometimes life's hard to gauge. Lies are just words on a page. No, it's like a rocking chair. Rocking roll ain't go nowhere. Bottom line is all she wrote. I still need that antidote. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Sometimes shit's the only one that fits. Shit. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Somebody find me that antidote. Can't find we get Angified. In the lab we get Angified. Every night at 9. Let's go and be Angified. Angified. On the lab at 9. Hi everyone. Do you know what time it is? I hope you do. We have a very, very special guest tonight. Or shall I say guest? That's right. You have come to share the love this evening with none other than Dysfunctional Junction. That's right, Dysfunction Junction, Brian and Hannah Driggs. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Are we on there? We're working?
Yes.
All right.
This is so awesome to have you guys here with me tonight and all of our family and friends all over the world. You know, I have to just ask some questions because I've been in a similar situation as Hannah. And I've been in a similar situation as Brian. So, I guess I need to start first by asking, Brian, what were you thinking when you went ahead and you laid out your nutsack and made such a beautiful, beautiful gem here?
I wasn't thinking much, actually. I mean... It was kind of an accident, you know, but the best accident that ever happened in my life, you know, and it was awesome. I just knew, I was like, I need someone to drink with when, you know, so I had kids, you know, because I didn't like drinking alone, but they don't even like drinking or anything, actually. So it's kind of fucked up.
But
so I guess the accident was that you only lasted 2 minutes?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember the night she was conceived, but yeah, probably. I mean,
it's okay that I don't drink because now he has an awesome band with me.
Right?
I mean, he's not gonna have a band with a other chick. So
no, the thing is now I got a designated driver after every show, so that's awesome.
That too.
Yeah. And it's the best kind of designated driver. You know that she doesn't have one leg or one eye.
She actually does have one eye. She has a glass eye. No, okay, I'm just
So, Hannah, what was it like growing up with Dad?
Yeah, tell that shit.
I have to know because, you know, going from the time that we have to be thankful he didn't lose you on the sheets. You know, I need to know what it was like coming on and growing up around your dad and his influences with music.
You know, it was actually a really like unique like experience, like growing up in like a household that wasn't censored. I grew up in a punk rock household, and I'm very thankful for it because as growing up as a kid, I was able to understand life better. And a lot of kids seem to be growing up censored, and then they don't really know what to experience out in the world, or they're too triggered easily. But I'm not like that.
You got to go to all those awesome shows when you were really young.
Yes. Going to punk rock shows as a small little Hannah. Yes.
What was the band that or song that Dad played for you or showed you that made you say like, yep, this is what I want to do, and yep, Dad, we're gonna join forces?
There's no like specific like song that shown that. It was just like I love performing, and I grew up doing musical theater, so I've always been fond of doing shows. And I thought like I always wanted to be in a band, but no one my age wants to do that, or I can't find anybody in our area that wants to. So I thought, hey, why not do it with my dad? And it's been great.
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I gotta say, this is the least amount of band fights I've ever had in a band. So.
Right?
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
Do you guys co-write, or do you write most of the songs, Hannah?
My dad writes all the songs. I just sing.
So yeah, Hannah knows how to sing really good, and we're working on her songwriting. Like, you know, last night she literally wrote her first fucking song, like from scratch and everything. And you know, that's a work in progress. And she's like, "Oh, it sucks." And I listened, I'm like, "Fuck, it doesn't suck. This is pretty fucking good." And like, remember, it's the first song you've ever like attempted at really writing. Like, you know, it's pretty damn good. So, you know, hopefully we record that one pretty soon, and you know, you'll all get to hear it. But yeah, you know, like I try and give her all the freedom she wants. Like, I don't want to write everything. Like, I'm like, "You got an idea for a next song? Do you know what you want it to be about?" And she's like still new in that process. She's like unsure, like, "Well, I kind of," I'm like, "Just get it out there. What do you want to," you know, there's no wrong ideas here, you know, just fucking do it. And so she's getting better at that.
Yeah.
I think so.
The only wrong idea is trying to be somebody else that you're not.
Yes.
Totally.
All right, Brian. Now I gotta know where your great grandfather came from, or your great grandmother came from, like that, you know, you got into music, because I don't know if like maybe a family member or it was a friend or something, but along those lines, those sperm genes traveled.
Yeah.
Incredibly.
I have a lot of older family members, specifically on my mom's side, you know, who are musicians who played in bands when I was younger. And I was like, "That's fucking awesome. I want to do that shit." And I had a godfather who, he's a flamenco guitar player. And I remember just, you know, watching him, you know, as a little kid, it's like amazed at what he could do. And I was like, "I want to do that shit." And then like, I realized how hard flamenco really was. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do something else though." But I had a lot of musicians in my family to look up to. And, you know, my sister, who was not a musician, you know, she's been dead now, going on 10 years, but was a huge influence for music. Like, that's where I learned like the kind of music I was going to be my music, you know, my whole scene and everything. I kind of just followed her. And she took me to concerts all the time when I was pretty young. I remember my first concert, I was probably about 8 years old. She took me to, she was 7 years older than me. And yeah, it was you know, a lot of fun. You know, just music was always what I wanted to do. As long as I can remember, I always wanted to be a musician, and that's it. And, you know, if you knew me in kindergarten, back then I was like dressing up as like Michael Jackson. I had the Michael Jackson jacket with all the zippers, and I just loved music. I loved all kinds of music, and I still love all kinds of music. But yeah, definitely punk rock and metal is where my roots really are, though.
All right. So was the guitar your first instrument, or was it drums, or was it singing? Because or was it the moonwalk?
No, I can never do the moonwalk. My cousin could do the moonwalk. He still does it till this day. And you know, but if he was here right now, I'd come in here and do the moonwalk, but he's not. But it was a guitar. It was the first instrument, and the only instrument I played for quite some time. I started playing bass in a band just because we needed a bass player, and we had two guitar players at the time, and I was the shittier of the two guitar players. So I was like, "I'll play bass." Then I became a bass player. And then drums, I don't know, like I just got behind a drum set one day because we practiced at my house. So the drum set was always set up. And it was like kind of like riding a bike. I got behind it. I started doing a simple, like, you know, I guess what you call regular four beat, you know, just a boom, bap, boom, boom, bap. And I loved drums from then on. And then I learned piano after that. And then I finally learned how to kind of sing. And I still don't know how to sing. Hannah's a singer, but I just talk in key kind of. I just fake it.
Hannah, what was the first band like that made you say like you want to sing? Like, who was that artist?
My dad, he would tour around the United States with so many bands, and usually they would come up to their house, at our house, and stay there for a couple days if they're playing in town. And there's one band called the Punknecks, and I thought the lead singer, Polly Punkneck, I thought that she was so cool. She had like this rockabilly punk country look, and like hanging out with her at my house and like watching her on stage, I thought that was really, really awesome. that really introduced me to that. And like, I don't know, just seeing like any like female singer I thought was cool. Like I knew like I was supposed to be performing, like, and that's why I started doing musical theater so young, is because I just want to sing on stage. I don't really care for the acting. I want to perform and sing. Like I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Oh, that's beautiful. And theater. Was there a role that you kind of played that you felt more into?
No, I always played just like small characters that just sang, whether I'd be like, yeah.
So
just
like fairies?
Yes.
You were a fairy.
Yeah. I was in a Midsummer's Night Dream. I was a singing fairy. Yeah.
Nice. So what do you think of your dad's writing?
I think he is really awesome at songwriting, actually. I'm not just like kissing anybody's ass here. I actually like his way of words is like so unique and messed up, and I love that. Like nobody makes music like that anymore.
I just think the darker the song, the better.
Where do you come up with your ideas, Brian?
Life. Yeah,
well, that's facts.
I'm pretty honest in my songs. Like I'm a fucking alcoholic, drug addict. I've never hid that fact, not for my kids, not anybody. I think that's why my kids have actually turned out so good. I've always been honest with them from the beginning. Like, you know, I've made a lot of mistakes in life, and some of them I'm not willing to change. And you know, whether how fucked up that sounds, it is what it is. And I believe in being honest, you know, with everything. And so every time they ask me a question about that stuff, I would be completely honest. And I just put all that in my songs too. Sometimes, other times I write songs just to try and piss people off. But those are pretty honest too. So I'm not lying in those songs at all or anything. But yeah, so it comes from my life. It's my life's been a bit of a roller coaster at times, but for the most part, it's pretty damn positive, and I love it. And but there's times when it's pretty dark too, and I make sure to remember those times and make sure to put it in a song. As fucked up as that sounds, like I'll be in a fucked up situation, I'll be like, this is gonna make a really good song one day.
But that's true. I do the same thing. Do you carry a notebook around, or do you record?
I don't. I used to a long time ago, but I don't know. Now, I always have a guitar with me, and so I'll get the idea of what I want, and then as far as lyrics go, I will freestyle a song 100 times probably until like I know, okay, that's the way it's gonna go and everything, and then I'll stick with those ones, you know, the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you had to go ahead and you had to say that throughout all of the songs that you and Hannah do together, that one was your favorite of all time, maybe not, you know, that you've sent in tonight or that you have up on your YouTube channel, that's right, make sure to go youtube.com Dysfunction Junction. Okay. Band Lab. Yeah. What would you say is like your all-time favorite, like between your two songs?
Gotta be either way, like Beware the Dog or Ancient Age. I love both those ones doing it with her. I love doing them all with her, but yeah, probably Beware the Dog. I don't know. What's your favorite song?
I like I like songs that we do together. I don't think there's a specific song. I just like love performing with my dad in general, whether it may be. Nice. Beware the Dog or the fishing song, I think.
The fishing song.
Yes.
Do you ever make like weird sound effects on your dad? Like he could be in the middle of like doing a song and you're doing a song with him, and then just like out of nowhere do like this crazy off the wall back.
Not so much sounds, but I move around a lot and I get into it. And so in most songs you can't see me, but I will be dancing all crazy.
Yeah, he was crashing around on stage last year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do the same thing. They give me a 30-foot cord. All right. So you guys mentioned Ancient Age. Brian, where did this one come from?
Well, so Ancient Age is like you're maybe aware it's a cheap whiskey, or and that's what I could afford. And so, like, in my darkest times, at times, probably around the time when her mom decided to divorce me, which rightfully so, she finally came to her senses after many years. I was like drowning in a bottle of like Ancient Age, and that's pretty much where that song came from. That is where that song came from. And then like it morphed into something a little different. Like if you listen to it today, I mean, yeah, it's still about being like lost in sorrow and woe, and the love of your life has left you. I think that still kind of, you get that in the song. Maybe not, but that's where it all came from.
Okay, all right.
Being homeless, living at the river, because we live in the mountains. So being homeless up here, at times is like not bad at all, especially in summertime, because you're just like camping year round. And so yeah, like I lived in a van down by the river, like Chris Farley's character from Saturday Night Live.
Mm-hmm.
That was my life for one summer. And it was not that I want to do it again. It wasn't that bad though.
It was an all-week nightlife.
Yeah. That's right.
Let's go ahead and let's check out this Ancient Age. What do you think?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Yep.
All right. So, as you guys all know, this is Brian Drinks and Hannah Drinks. Dysfunction Junction. Yes, you make sure you check them out biologically. Father and daughter. Dysfunction Junction. We are flying. If you guys haven't figured out, youtube.com, BandLab. Let's check out Ancient Age.
Well, I'm sitting here trying to pass the time with a good old friend of mine. You can find him from town to town, yeah. Well, he's smooth as hell and I kill you, man. But little Johnny's back again. I just don't know no better way. Oh, Ancient Age, take me away to a place where I can feel no pain, and where that sun will always shine. Take me down to the river where the whiskey flows, that place where no one else knows, except for you and the devil and me. Darkness trying to find you, dear. Well, I'm on pain and misery. So I take a shot to erase the pain of you and me and everything. 'Cause I can't take this shit no more. Oh, Ancient Age, take me away to a place where I can feel no pain, and where that sun will always shine. Take me down to the river where the whiskey flows, that place where no one else knows, except for you and the devil and me. Oh, Ancient Age, take me away to a place where I can feel no pain, and where that sun will always shine. Take me down to the river where the whiskey flows, that place where no one else knows, except for you and the devil and me.
We all may be different, with opinions and beliefs. But at the end of the day, we are brothers and sisters. We are family. We ask that you join us in a magical journey with artists from around the world. And you know it.
That's right. Dysfunction Junction.
Yeah.
Have
But
you
then
always wanted to be a soprano, Hannah? Because you have some really like cool high notes, and you've got such a beautiful vibrato.
Thank you. I never wanted to be a soprano specifically. I just wanted to be able to sing, and then after doing 7 years of vocal lessons, I just happened to become one.
That's awesome. I love your vibrato. It's beautiful. I don't know if you got that from your dad, though.
I don't know.
We don't know where that came from. It just happened.
I still don't even think I can sing, right? So I don't even know what vibrato is. I'm like, I like your vibrato a lot too, Hannah.
I'm sure if this was a different conversation on a different night, he'd understand a vibrato.
Probably.
It's the flutter. It's the way she flutters her notes.
The shaky.
The shaking. Oh yeah, that's what I call it. I know that. Yeah.
See, he loves it too.
Yeah. That wasn't a vibrato. That was.
That's only the first.
We don't care to be ourselves.
That's okay. I don't be whoever you want to be. Be you.
When we started this group, she was like,
no manners needed.
She's like, I can't wait to do shows together, but Dad, don't pull your balls out on stage like you used to with your old bands. And I was like, I can't promise nothing, but I'm pretty sure I won't do it. And it hasn't happened yet. We're pretty good.
What you need to do, when you go to a shoe store and they get the thing to measure your feet, next time he does that, you just squish.
I've never been on stage with her, so we were good. I just can't, I don't know if it'll ever happen. I don't think so, but it used to be a thing. And yeah, I got in trouble for it one time. One time.
Only one time?
Yeah, because like this chick in the crowd, like I'd pull them out and it would just be my balls too. It'd be like, we call it the bouquet of balls. And like, and again, this chick's like, oh, can I touch them? I'm like, sure. And she like comes up and she rubs them. She's like, oh my God, they're real. I'm like, fuck yeah, they're real, you dumb idiot. Like, and that was like, that caused a big old stink in the bar that night. And then, yeah. And then there was this other time, I call it the,
Story's great.
This is like my biggest moment of shame, but still I love to tell this story. Like I was doing a show in Lake Tahoe one night, and this is when I was playing drums for Liquored Up, or punk, one of the punk bands I was in, and I decided to play the whole show naked, like completely naked that night, which was fine. They were cool with it. But at some point I got up and I was like shaking all around like, yeah, woohoo. And I forgot my dad came to the show that night. And my eyes meet my dad's eyes at the other end of the bar, way at the other end of the club. And he's just looking at me like with the most disgusted look a father could ever have. And I was like, oh, yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea. And yeah, and so, yeah, that happened too. That's probably why he still calls me an idiot, You idiot. You stupid idiot. You making any money with that music shit yet, idiot?
Aww. I bet you he loves you, and he probably.
Oh, he does. I love him too. I love him. Yeah, my dad's great. I love him too. And but we're assholes. Like we show our love by being mean to each other and by saying the most fucked up things we can to each other. So it's.
Hannah, okay, your dad has some crazy stories. What is like your most like embarrassing moment with your dad?
I don't even know. I mean, not anything recently.
What's the best moment with me?
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I'm a good kid. I don't
yeah, like really, like she's like I, if she didn't get all her beautiful looks from me, I would almost question that if she was really my daughter. But apparently it's obvious she is, because look how pretty she is. Obviously she's mine. But I don't know. How nervous were you that first time you went on stage? Oh, I told her about the video I sent you, and she wasn't even mad.
Yeah.
You got that story is a good story though. When you like came in the room and just that was the first time you ever even sang.
Yeah, explain to her. Oh,
You'd explain it. I guess not. Huh? So I'm practicing for a show at the time. I'm gonna do the show, and they want to hear like a few specific cover songs that night. So I'm practicing this Hank Williams song, "Hey Good Looking." I was practicing like all day, just to try and get down as best I could. And Hannah comes walking in the room without even thinking. She's like, "Hey," like singing it in like perfect key at the time. Didn't even realize what she was doing. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, singing that again. And I started playing it, and she's like singing it perfect and everything. I'm like, "All right. Guess what? You're going to play a show with me tomorrow night." It was like, that's how quick it was too. It was literally like she walks in a room one night, starts singing a song. I'm like, "You're going on stage with me tomorrow." And I sent you the video of that. And that's literally, like, she had one day. That was her second day of ever singing a song ever. And I put her on stage in front of a crowd full of people. And she was super nervous that night. I remember like you were trying not to show it. You're like, "I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous, Dad." And it was awesome. I think you did great. But she would hate the video for years later because she's like, "Oh, look how horrible I sounded. I didn't even sing in key." And I was like, "It's okay," because that's not what people saw that night.
It doesn't really matter because I was a little kid.
Yeah, now you think that. I thought you'd be mad at me when I sent the video, but you weren't even mad. So
as long as people have realized that my voice has improved, then it's okay.
It's improved. It's pretty damn good.
I have to tell you, like, even like if I listened to myself when I was a kid, I hated it, right? But as a parent, listening to your own child, like, it's an absolute joy that like just melts you. And when you get older and you listen to it and you listen to your own kids, like, or even you've got, little cousins and things like that, or even a show that you guys do and you got kids like around, it's a whole different feeling with those kids when they start singing with you and having fun and dancing with you.
Totally.
So, yeah.
I'm never having fucking kids. I don't care, whatever. She's like, doesn't I'm never having kids, Dad? Come on. She's giving me that look right now. She's like,
should we check out that video?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's check out that video.
Hannah's 9 years old. That was a long time ago.
Yep.
Dysfunction Junction. That's awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome.
You were raised with great music and you were like totally into that. That was beautiful, Hannah.
I didn't get mad.
She was like, I'm like, it wasn't about that though. Look how you're just a little kid. Nope, she totally got mad.
Oh, no need to get mad.
Those are the moments that life's made. Yeah.
What are you drinking there, Brian?
Some PBR, Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm a beer connoisseur of sorts, which is another fancy word for alcoholic. And today I was on a budget, and they had these for $1 a piece at our local store down the street, which is like insane cheap because the store down the street, we live in the mountains where everything's always expensive. I'm like, why are these just $1? that's weird. I wonder if they're like been sitting on the shelf for like ever, but nope, they taste delicious. And I love them.
Well, I want to say thank you for buying aluminum and not plastic.
You're welcome. It's no beer in plastic, so you're safe there. I mean, not where I'm not here anyways. It's either glass or aluminum.
Yes.
But I've been making my own alcohol lately, but I got to make another batch because I ran out. Not like I'm not making like whiskey. I'm making like homemade wine and shit, but it's pretty good.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, this is $10 of ingredients at the grocery store. It made me 2 weeks worth of alcohol. That's fucking a budget right there. That's like budgeting your money. Yep.
Hannah, so what do you do in your spare time when you're not singing and performing with Dad?
I do like makeup and modeling on Instagram.
Oh shit! We should have sent her some of your fucking makeup pictures that you done. Your special effects shit.
Well, we didn't.
I know. I didn't think of it.
That's all right. We can do some of that stuff in the future, Hannah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's like a really good makeup artist. Like not just like her makeup. I'm talking like shit they put in movies and shit. Like it's crazy. She's got all kinds of talent. But
awesome.
Yeah, that's 20. Look at that.
But yeah, that's usually what I do.
Or she sells weed for me.
Not anymore. I'm not in high school anymore, so that's kind of gone downhill.
Right? Congratulations on graduating.
Doing it when you're in high school. Come on, I would never do that.
Right. You did it yourself when you were in high school, admit it.
I was like, Hannah, here's an ounce of weed. Go see what you can get for it at school. Good thing
that must have been horrible with the smell like lingering everywhere you went. Like teachers or anything like ever look weird at you? Like they knew?
I just always kept it in my locker. And I was also a good kid too. So no one suspected me. They're like, oh look, good little Hannah.
That's the main reason why I trusted her with it, because I was like, okay, you gotta have a backstory. What if you get caught? You can't say your dad gave it to you. And she like, story ready, but she's like, but Dad, I'm not gonna get caught. Everyone, like all my teachers love me. I'm like super good at school. I was like, all right, let's
so what would have been the story if you did get caught?
I just found it on the ground. I was gonna throw it away.
Yep, and stick with the story. Don't ever fucking backtrack and say anything different. If they can't prove your line, they can say your line, but proving it and saying it are two different things.
I've learned a lot from my dad.
A lot of fucking bullshit, but yeah.
That's awesome. All right, tell me about this fishing song.
Like, I can't believe that fucking guy. He's the worst dad in the world, but really, I'm the best dad.
No, because at least, like, you knew your daughter was safe. You knew she wasn't getting, that she wasn't smoking the weed. You knew she wasn't tampering with anybody that had those drug connections, that there could have been anything in him that would have harmed her or any of her friends or anybody she was around. So at the same time, no, you were taking care of your daughter.
Yeah, I always
in that respect.
Fuck yeah, you're awesome.
And the honesty that you built up with her, that forever bond.
That's just it. And the whole reason behind that whole honesty thing is, like we were talking about my dad a little earlier, a tiny bit, and I do love my dad. He loves me, but our relationship is, we should have a band called Dysfunctional Junction, whatever. Me and my dad, but not so much me and Hannah. Like, yes, we don't really have that dysfunction in our life with each other. Yeah, it was just like, I wanted to break that chain of like fathers who fucking were just dicks to their kids for like no reason, who wanted to see their kids fail on purpose. And my dad was kind of like that when I was growing up, and his dad was like that even more than he was. And I'm sure my great grandfather was even like that. And I was like, man, this shit's gonna stop with me right here today. Like, so when I had kids, I was like, I make sure they know, like, I accept them no matter fucking what. And the main goal in life is do what you want, be happy. Don't worry about what society expects you to do, because fuck society, fuck all that shit. That means nothing when it comes down to it. When we're gonna be dying on our deathbed, we're gonna realize that was all bullshit. And, so you got to live life for yourself and be happy. And I always tried to preach that. And I felt like if I had to lie to my kids about something, then that's something I shouldn't be fucking doing in my life. And since I was always big on like justifying everything, I was like, I'm not gonna lie to them about anything. In fact, I'm gonna try this approach where they ask me a question, I'm gonna tell them the truth. And people will be like, well, what if they're 3 years old and they ask you about sex or this and that? Well, then there's gonna be a 3-year-old walking around that got the true answer about what they asked. And that's how, that's how it's always been. And yeah, I love with my son too, both my kids, we have this great relationship, and I see it now, and I saw it then too, but there was times when I like questioned my parenting. Am I doing the right thing? But I know for a fact now, seeing them as they grown up, Hannah's a young adult now, and my son's doing great in his world, a teenager, and I made the right decision, I feel. Or at least for our family, for what we do, for how we live and everything, definitely made the right decision. So that's cool.
That's
and
beautiful.
I love you.
I had pretty much the same rule. Don't lie to me. As long as you're honest with me, I will always be there. I will always help you out. If you lie to me, I'm gonna let you fall a bit.
And I meant to say that too. That's the thing, is like, me and Hannah have conversations that I'm positive most dads don't have with their daughters, because it's too uncomfortable. I'll just say, like, we could talk about sex. We talk about all that shit, everything. And it's never been weird. It's never been uncomfortable. There's been no subject that's been taboo between us ever in our life. And I love that, and like, I feel like I'm getting paid the dividends of that today in my life. Like, it's really come full circle, where other people see us in the relationship we got, and they're like, man, you don't know how lucky you are. I'm like, in fact, I do know how lucky I am. It's awesome.
Oh, Hannah, you're the apple of his eye. He loves you.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I got him wrapped around my finger.
Yeah, I can see that. Hannah, where do you see yourself going in the future? Besides, like, with the makeup, do you think you're going to get back on stage for theater, or do you think you're going to continue down this road with music and follow a little bit more in Dad's footsteps and really start getting yourself out there?
Yeah, I think I just want to perform on stage, but with just being in a band and singing for anything, really, whether it's like just having my own band, doing my own thing, or weddings, or restaurants, or private parties, whatever. I don't think I'll do musical theater again, only because I only did musical theater just so I can sing on stage, because I didn't have a band yet. But now that I'm starting to have a band and I'm doing more experiences with performing as myself, I think I'm going to stick with that.
And that's kind of like our end goal with this. Like, I told her, like, I'm too old to really, I don't want to tour the country anymore, but we're going to do some touring here together. But the real goal is like find some younger, better musicians and like create a band around Hannah that I'm not playing in at all. Maybe I'll be there on the sideline somewhere or something, but that's the real end goal of all this. So we got some vision there. Hopefully it happens. I think it will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for both of you. I can't wait to see where you go, Hannah. And I can't wait to see Brian. You're going to be dressed up there. You're going to have the gangsta hat on, sitting on the sidelines. You'd be like, don't screw with my daughter.
We always make jokes because we love Hannah's like a big fan of Selena, and we used to watch that movie when she was a little kid. And we make jokes today, like I'll be like the dad, and they'll be like, "That's a bra on stage. You can't be going on stage with a bra on." I don't know.
Madonna did it.
That's what she said in the movie too.
Yeah.
All right. So tell me about this fishing song.
That's an older song from my band Amador Farm Drunks, and me and Hannah actually I had her play with me about 5 years ago, probably 6 years ago. We started, just because I wanted to do new versions of it and everything, and I was like, kind of had a writer's block, and I was like, just sing this song, and then that was just for some videos I made for Facebook and shit years ago, and it wasn't for nothing else. And then when we got this together, she was like, let's do the fishing song again. And I was like, all right, let's do it. But yeah, actually, you know, that song is just a song written. I actually wrote the lyrics to that song. Okay, I said all my songs are real life, not so much. My verses, I guess. But so I played in a band with the other guy named Emilio, and he could not write music for the life of him, but he could not write lyrics, but he could come up with music. And he's the one who wrote the music for that song. And he's like, but I can't come up with lyrics for it. And I literally wrote his verse down, which is the verse that Hannah sings now, in like 2 minutes. I was like, here you go, sing that. And he sang that. And then I just, when it got to my verse, you know, I just did what I did. And it's just always, it's never changed. It's been, we called it the fishing song, and just came out of nowhere. Like, you know, I wasn't thinking about it or nothing. He just had some music, and I put some vocals, some lyrics to it that day, and it's never been changed since then.
So it was like magic. It was like those 2 minutes, like that pressure was on. You were like, here, just play this. Like, here you go.
Yeah, I mean, Amador Farm Drunks, that band, like, that band that I was in, it was a 2-person band, just like how me and Hannah are. We both played guitar and sang, and that band was magic. Like, we were like as in love as two straight guys could be with each other. And so what if it got a little gay sometimes? Big deal, you know. Yeah. No, it was awesome.
Your best friend.
Yeah, he's still my best friend to this day, and we're actually throwing a Halloween party at our house at the end of the month, and he's showing up. We're gonna do a little AFD reunion. So we call our band. We just use the letters from Amador Farm Drunks, you know, AFD. What's that called?
You guys got to, Hannah, you got to record it. We got to do an Angified special.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Halloween, it's just right around the corner.
It is. We love Halloween. It's definitely our favorite holiday. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. The most fun, because you don't got to buy a bunch of stupid presents for a bunch of kids who aren't going to like them. No. You know, like I hate Christmas time. It's like, let's go spend all our fucking money and disappoint all the kids when they don't get what they want. A Halloween, you just buy cheap ass candy. Everyone has a great time. Puts on some costumes. We're rocking out. I love it.
What he meant to say, boys and girls, is Santa is real.
Call Santa
and believe in the Tooth Fairy. All right, let's go ahead. Let's check out the fishing song. I can't wait. You guys better like, share, and subscribe. Yes.
Drugs, every single kind. I don't really care what you gotta say. I'm still living my own fucking way. I don't really care what you think or you say. I don't really care if you like us anyway, 'cause we're just doing what we do. A little fuck you attitude. Fuck you very much.
I was totally playing along with the song.
You want to play? You guys want to do something live?
Okay.
All right.
What do you want to play live? She's like, I want to do the fishing song, but they played it.
You could always do part 2.
Want to play the fishing song? What do you want to play?
Sure. Okay.
Or do you want to play something else? Whatever you want.
We're okay. I don't know. We'll do Beware the Dog.
All right.
That has been played.
Wait, I gotta sing a little. I gotta mute the guitar a little bit. I think. Like, I don't know what this is gonna sound like. Fuck it. Beware the dog. Watch your step. Sure, slit your toes, kiss your neck. They're mean to be mean's what they are. They cheat and they steal. They don't care how you feel. You keep coming back. Fuck what your mama said. Red flags and rusted cars, educated in bars, good at eating from a post, crystal meth and racist jokes, bonfires, kerosene, unemployment. We had a dream, we don't mean to be mean for what we are. It's a half-stolen cake in 100-bottle rockets. Some alcoholic dogs, keep your hands in your pockets. If you ain't got no dough, then don't come around. I think we're screwed, I think we're fucked. Just watch yourself strut. We don't mean to be mean, but we are. Catch a bass and shoot a buck. Sell your food stamps to fix your truck. No one cares what you think when you wear a jailhouse ink. We cheat, we steal, we don't care how you feel. You keep coming back, so fuck what your mama said. It's a half-stolen cake in 100-bottle rockets. Some alcoholic dogs, keep your hands in your pockets. You ain't got no dough, then don't come around. I think we're screwed, I think we're fucked. Just watch yourself strut. We don't mean to be mean, but we are. We don't mean to be mean, but we are. Yeah, white trash trailer parks.
Woo, I love it. You guys are so beautiful.
I get my looks from my dad.
That's right.
Oh, you guys are awesome. And that one was Beware of the Dog, right?
Beware of the Dog, yep.
All right, guys, make sure you go ahead if you want to see the video for that. I did see it is on their YouTube channel. Make sure you go to youtube.com, look for Dysfunction Junction. Make sure to check them also out here on BandLab at Diabolical Hannah and at Brian Drinks.
Yeah, I drink a lot.
Hannah, where did you come up with your name? Diabolical Hannah. Like, that is awesome.
Oh, thank you. I don't really know what I wanted to think of a cool name, and I like the word diabolical. It sounds cool, and like on a lot of my accounts, it's called in Melodica Diabolical. So I thought that sounded really cool. So yeah,
I love it. I love it. It's very unique, and you are diabolical. All right, Brian, it's time to pucker up.
Yeah.
That's come on, tell me about this one. Were you kissing ass or trying to get your ass kissed?
That is Hannah talked about the Punk Nicks earlier. That is a Punk Nicks cover song we do. And that's it. Yeah, I think we kill that song when we play it sometimes, and sometimes, you know, it's like, well, we didn't do too good. But it's all a tribute to Polly Punkneck, who was her first, you know, idol. Like, that's not right, the right word.
Influence.
Inspiration. Yeah.
Inspiration.
And I sent, you know, me and Polly have been talking lately, and she was like, I've been sending her the videos of us, and she's like, oh my God, I can't believe that's Hannah up there on stage and everything. And she just loves it too. But so anyone watching this, you know, check out a band. They're not a band anymore, unfortunately, but all this stuff is still on every social media, like music app you can think of for the most part. And they're called the Punk Necks, and they were awesome. They were from Nashville, Tennessee, and they were punk country. Is like, that's, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so this is one of their songs, and we always loved it. And that's where it came from.
All right.
Yeah. This is my favorite song to sing. I love it. I like the give a stage presence and kind of like do some acting into it.
Yeah,
like
you get to pretend to be drunk on
yeah,
stage. And I'm not pretending to be drunk on stage.
I like to move around on stage, kind of do like a dinner theater, like Liza Minnelli kind of vibes. That's
Yeah,
what goes on.
I was picking some of that up, and I can't think of her name. Oh, she played in a lot of movies. She played in Harry Potter. She has the dark hair. She was one of the witches.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know.
I can't think of her name. It's like right there. She also played in a movie called Big Fish. Again, she was a witch in that. She played in with quite a few of them with Johnny Depp as well.
She also in another Sweeney Todd.
Yes. The woman from Sweeney Todd. Yes. And I can't think of her name.
Helen, yeah.
Helen. Yes. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I could totally see that style too.
No,
And
I
she
think
very
that's
much so is like that whole, like when you get up and you go out, like be that creation you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could see the makeup being an influence too, because she, you know, she really is with makeup and clothing accessories and things to really show off her personality.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let's check Pucker Up. Pucker Up, Buttercups.
Yeah.
What'd you say? I said, what'd you say? Ah.
If you wanna kiss my ass and fuck her up, well, I gotta get up and start moving, 'cause I'm headed to another place tonight. Walked into a bar, just a couple bucks from the first. Sat down and asked for a drink. Well, the bartender says you got a call from the other bar. It's not too far. They said I'm thorough, and there's nothing here for me. Can't laugh at my everything. If I wanna kiss my ass and fuck her up, well, I gotta get up and start moving, 'cause I'm headed to another place tonight. Well, it started to get a little fuzzy. I started to put up a fight. Boy, that alcohol sure made me shy. Well, I turned around, I pulled it down, and I started to say, I may not be perfect, but that's alright. Can't laugh at everything. If you wanna kiss my ass, fuck her up. I gotta get up and start moving, 'cause I'm headed to another place tonight.
Everybody.
Can't laugh at my big girl in the bed. If you wanna kiss my ass, fuck her up. I gotta get up and start moving, 'cause I'm headed to another place tonight. Said I'm headed to another place tonight.
Pucker Up.
Oh, kiss my ass and fuck her up.
That's
Love
right.
that.
I had enough beer for this, but
It looks like a lot of fun.
it is. A
It
lot of fun.
is. Yes. I had so much energy performing. I'm looking at everybody in their eyes. Yes.
I told her, like, when we're on stage, just like make every guy out there feel like you're totally in love with him. Just really- And then, like, she does a great job. Like, people come up to her after shows and stuff sometimes, and like,
I didn't have to like teach her this. Like she does this great job of making them all feel like super special without touching not one of them. It's awesome.
That's right.
Like
Get them to listen with their ears.
Yeah, they all walk away feeling like, man, I think she kind of likes me, and like that's great. Like that's great that they think that, but they don't even like. They like all have this respect when they're around her, and like she puts it off herself. Like they already know, like already, like, oh, I don't want to disrespect her or anything. Like her space, like it's her energy that she's already putting off when she's talking to him. It's great. I love it. So yeah, it's awesome.
That's how to do it.
When I do that.
Yeah, that's right. It does. Her boyfriend gets jealous sometimes. I was like, shut up, dude. We're doing something here. Just back off.
Here, just hold the hat. Collect the money. You want to complain? Just do your job.
Yep.
Totally just kidding, Ricky. That's
and
not
no,
true.
you're not getting tip for valet.
Right.
Brian, you look like you want to play another one.
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know. I'm just holding the guitar because it's like a prop. I also brought the another.
She brought this.
I also brought the lightsaber because I'm a Star Wars fan.
Nice.
Like I might lightsaber at some point. But I had a Star Wars.
Look what happens if you don't pucker up. He's got the saber.
That's right. I'm total nerd for Star Wars. I'm one of those guys. We had a Star Wars poster up here, then I ripped it down right before we went live with you because I realized you could see it in the background.
He really did just rip it down. He's like, "Oh, this is in the way."
You could have left it up.
No, look, it's right here too. It's like, shut up, Hannah. Like I can be a dork, okay? I'm okay with it. You don't have to do all the time.
My most embarrassing moment, I was on a live show with my dad.
No, it's not really embarrassing.
That's right. Right answer.
Yep. We couldn't think of anything else, so we made one up. All right, tell me about Scumbag. Who were you mad about? Who were you mad with, Brian?
Oh my God, my whole family, or people who think they're my family. Like, I don't know, like I got this whole extended family, like not my immediate family, but like aunts, uncles, cousins, who all decided that like they're gonna be the family of like in rehabilitated alcoholics and drug addicts. Like, good for you. I'm happy for you all. And then they like want to call me and like be like, mijo, because they're Mexican and shit. They're like, you can have the same thing. I'm like, I don't want the fucking same thing, man. Like, the thought of like not drinking really depresses me. Like, it really fucking does. Like, I get excited about drinking. I fucking love drinking. I don't fucking make bad decisions when I fucking drink anymore. It's been quite some time. There was a time when Hannah was pretty young and she saw some of that, as a young child. But you dealt with it pretty good. But
it's been a lot better.
But like, honestly, like the thought of quitting drinking, they're like, oh, that's just fear. I'm like, no, it's like me getting angry because you keep telling me like I need to quit drinking. When like, why? Because you can fucking handle it? Because you fucked up your life so bad that beyond repair, like because you don't have a good relationship with your fucking kids? Like, that ain't my fucking life, man. I fucking love drinking and I love doing drugs. You want to hear what kind of drugs I do? No. Shut the fuck up. Like,
want to share?
Yeah, it's like, like not everyone who lives this lifestyle who openly uses drugs. Well, I openly use them. Like, when I say openly, I'm not going out in public. I'm not going to my kids' football game or anything like that. But I'm honest about it, and that's what I mean openly. If you ask me, I'll tell you. And they'd get mad at me. They'd ask me questions, and I'd be honest. They'd be like, "Oh, you can't be doing that. Why not?" Like,
you
why?
seem like you've been responsible with it. You seem like you're able to completely function. There are some people that do it just to get completely just messed up because their life, it's what's making them feel better at that time.
Yeah.
It's like that shoulder, that they don't have that at times. And there's others that enjoy. I enjoy smoking.
How did I explain to you? Do you remember? Like, about if you're using drugs and alcohol, like to erase to escape from reality. You know, like you don't like, you know, you need to use it as it, you know, because your life is so bad, this is your happy place. Then I think that's wrong. I don't know. I think you probably need help somewhere else.
Yeah.
But if you're using drugs and alcohol, like I always say, I don't care how fucked up it sounds. I have fun. That's my fun time. Like life's good already. And like we're celebrating now. And there's a time and place for everything. I'm not going to be fucked up driving down the road with my kids. I'm not getting drunk and like, come on kids, let's get in the car and go for a ride. You know, I'll be like, you guys got to stay here because I'm going to get in the car and go for a ride. But like, you know, I don't, if your drug and alcohol use is affecting everyone in your life in a negative way, you know, there's a problem there, I think.
Right.
And that's why I always want to talk to my kids and everyone, my wife, everyone like, hey, is this, what I'm doing, is it fucking everyone up? Are you know, how does it make you feel? And we have those conversations. And I feel that's, if everyone was like that, I don't think any drug should be illegal. I think it should all be fucking legal. We should be able to do what we want. We should be able to self-medicate however we want to. And it's all about like, you know, responsibility, personal responsibility, being honest with yourself. Common sense is a big part of it. Like, you know, don't get fucked up and go do stupid shit. Like, I couldn't stand, you know, people are like, well, you know, I'd get drunk and I'd make the most horrible decision, do fucked up shit. That's because you're a fucked up person. It wasn't the alcohol like making you do fucked up shit. I think that, to me, I know a lot of people are disagree. To me, that's a cop out because I know right from wrong, and I know right from wrong when I'm using drugs and alcohol too. And there's no excuse for like doing stupid. If you're doing stupid shit like that and you blame it on the alcohol and drugs, then quit. Stop doing it. Never do it again. And because if that's the problem, then that's the problem. But if you're using and you're having a great time and you're in your own house and you're not fucking shit up, what's the problem? You know. So that's where Scumbag Outlaw came from. Was me basically telling my whole family to fuck off. And I don't even like consider them my family really per se. That sounds fucked up, but it's true. Like my family is my kids, my wife, my ex-wife too, because, you know, we still have a great relationship. And like, that's gotta be, something gotta be said about that too, right? Isn't that weird too? Like, I don't know. I love my parents. My mom has a hard time with dishonesty in the way I am. So she's learned like not ask me stuff that she doesn't necessarily want the answer to. And that's cool. I respect that too. And I'm not throwing it in anyone's face either. Like, I don't go to family reunions or shit like that. And like, I don't go and get all fucked up. I'm not I'm not trying to make a scene ever or anything like that. So, I don't think, like if they got a problem with what I do, like, fuck you. Like, I'm sorry. I think the problem is more with them and they don't realize it. And not with me, because I don't see where the problem is still. I'll say, like, what's the problem? Other than you saying it's going to lead to bad stuff or it's going to get worse, which hasn't happened. Where's the problem? And they'd be like, well, you could die. Absolutely. We're going to die. I'm not trying to kill myself either. But I mean, there's people that die from way fucking less. I mean, you could die from eating a cheeseburger. Like, I mean, you could die from you getting a car. Like, cars are way more fatal than drugs and alcohol are. Right. And, they all get in cars every day and drive down the road. So I'm telling them they shouldn't fucking drive because I'm worried about their life. And then they don't get in there like, oh, you're just being a smart ass now. I'm like, actually, it's a fact. If you fucking look up the statistics on it, you got a way bigger chance of fucking dying in your car than I do of doing drugs in my house. Just
within
saying.
a 2-block radius.
Yes, right. So, and I know it's an unpopular belief, but I don't care. Because Gigi Allen taught me when I was a kid, fuck the world. Do what you want.
Let's go ahead. Let's check out Scumbag. Brian, I think you're awesome.
You're awesome.
Let's fucking do this.
You're missing out on a good show.
Give a fuck what the hell they gotta say, cause they ain't living worth of my song. Every damn day he get back in his life. You don't like them things I do, well that's your problem, hey mine. 'Cause I'm a scumbag outlaw, crazy motherfucker. Don't really care what you say about me, brother. I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do. Live this life for me and never you. Smoke weed, dope and dope, drink down on that booze. Worry about the ills of my fate, my fucking fate is too. Well, you wanna warn me about some bad shit, you know it better than you. There that night my sister died, you'll get in what you have. And I was scumbag outlaw, freaky motherfucker. Don't really care what you think about me, brother. I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do. Live this life for me and never you.
I love you, oh loves. Do you have thoughts? Do you wanna share them with me? I love you, oh loves. Oh, do you have thoughts? I'd like to share mine with you. Can we share? You guys better share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I almost ended up playing that one again, Hannah. I love it. I'm sorry.
Oh, not again.
Oh my goodness. You guys are amazing.
Amazing.
Yes.
I'm happy to know we're Angie approved.
That's right. And I can't wait to hear where you go in the future. And like I said, and I can't wait to see Dad standing there in the top hat.
Hey,
he's gonna be all in charge.
Get out to Pennsylvania within a year at least. We're gonna book a full-on tour like I used to do. And when we come to Pennsylvania, you're gonna come out and see us. So
absolutely. Oh,
we're gonna.
I'm sorry, but I'm giving squeezes.
I hope so.
Yeah, we were
squeezing
to around the U.S., but we got to conquer our homeland first.
We just practice. It's all just practice. And man, got to be okay with like sleeping in the van, like at rest areas and everything, and not showering for like 3 days at a time. Or bring lots, good smelling girl stuff.
It's not a fabulous life.
Not at this level.
No.
But it's awesome though. Same time, like that's why she didn't say this, but like she used to hear all my stories when I'd come back from tour, and I think that's a lot of the draw for her because, of course, I tell her now like it's a double-edged sword. It's like the best of times and the worst of times. But of course when I come back, I don't talk about the best of times, and so there was like that there that I think is like part of it for you. You like want to experience it. I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think that's part of it. But I don't know. But yeah, it's awesome, and it's also sucks a lot of the time. I tell her like touring is like you just sit around waiting all day, pretty much. Like you're driving 600 miles, you get to where you're going, and you're there a day early. Now you got no money, really, to really speak of. Now you're just waiting for that show to happen. And then that's the payoff, though. Like you play that show and it's awesome, and some shows suck, and some shows are the best shows of your life, and you meet the best people ever. You have the best time ever. And other times it's just like, let's get the fuck out of this town. But,
And you'd be surprised about how many people think about you. And, there could have been a song that you guys were performing, that somebody went home and you inspired them just because you were nice, just because these songs are catchy, just because Brian, you decided that you're going to play the guitar like a banjo one day. So like all the inspirations and everything that you have out there.
Totally. There's this, you totally remind me of a story. I was on tour with another band one time called the Johnson Creek Stranglers. And we were in, it was above, what's that state above Texas? Is it Kansas? Yeah, I think it's Kansas. Kansas is right above Texas, I think. If I'm wrong, oh, well, I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was Kansas. And I was just went on tour basically to, I was going to open up a few shows, just like me and my guitar. I wasn't on tour with my band, and then I was be their merch guy for the tour. That was basically my job that tour.
Yeah.
And this was one of those shows where like, hey, we need an opening band. You just go up there and play a bunch of songs. You know, I was like, all right. I go up there and I was like, my name is Brian. I'm one half of the band Amateur Farm Drunks. And the owner, I must have sent the owner of this club like some stuff trying to book a show that one time, but I don't remember. And the owner of the club was like, yeah, I know you, man. And he gets up in front of me. He's like, one guy in the whole place. He's like singing every song, every lyric with me. I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like I'm all the way in Kansas. This guy knows all the lyrics to every song I ever wrote. And it just felt, it was cool. You know, it's kind of funny because, you know, literally he was the owner, but the only one up there, like he was rocking out. And there was a lot of people in the bar, but they didn't really care as much. And it was
That had to give you such a great feeling.
Yeah, it was great.
For people to be singing your songs.
Yeah, and that was like the first time that had really happened to me at that moment in my life. You know, I was like, you know, Kansas could have been the other side of the world at that point. And I was like, I can't believe this guy like knows all my songs. And not only know him, but like he was like rocking around in his truck every day. He was listening to my stuff like all the time. And had no idea, you know, like we'd been hanging out earlier that day. And had no idea that I was that guy he was listening to in his truck like earlier that day and shit. So that was pretty cool.
Pretty cool. That's fucking killer.
That's fucking killer.
Okay. So I have another question.
Dun, dun, dun.
If you were to drink 57 cans in one day, which would be like a day today.
Yeah.
And tomorrow you only had 3 left. How many more would you have to go to buy to finish out your 100 pack?
Oh, it's a math question?
No, it's just a fucked up question. Is they just as much as I wanted to?
Like, I would probably, after drinking 50 something beers, I don't think I'm drinking beer for the next 2 days anyways. So those 3 beers are just going to sit there for a little while. But, you know, but I don't even think I could drink that much in one day.
I don't think anybody could.
We did a 30 pack one time, me and my buddy, and that was, you know, it was like 15 a piece. And that was pretty hammered.
See, yeah. I knew that 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
It's all bullshit.
Song was bullshit.
Yeah, unless you got like 10 guys there, and then maybe. But I remember like when back in the day when like kids used to have house parties when I was younger, like.
Yeah, but then everybody got kegs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we would kill off kegs like as teenagers all the time. I guess there was a lot of us there though. But we do cake stands and you know we have the beer bongs. Like you know your generation, you guys don't even like throw house parties. You guys are lame as hell. Like I'm telling you.
Our generation is very depressing and is missing out on a lot. It's not like the cool high school movies like they showed us.
Nope, that was my life though. It was pretty awesome.
What was that movie?
Yep. It seemed
there
like
was that high school movie where the seniors spanked the freshmen.
Oh, you're talking about Dazed and Confused.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah, no, high schools aren't like that anymore. What's wrong with
No,
us?
they're not. Because
we all got cell phones.
And everyone's
so now, like, there's cameras everywhere.
And then, like, if you spank some freshman, they're going to be like, that's some sort of sex crime or something. And you're going to offend someone because you can't even tell jokes anymore without offending the whole group over here or these people over here. And it's, yeah. So I'm trying to, like, you know, break those walls back down. Because it's okay to like fucking make jokes and they're like, you know, at people's expenses, even like anything's okay to joke about because it's a fucking joke and that's all it is. And Frank Zappa said it best, like when he was like when they were doing the PMRC shit way back in the 80s when they came out with the parental advisory stickers and they're all in front of Congress and everything. Frank Zappa was like, it's a word. How the fuck can a word hurt anybody unless you let that word like really hurt you? Because I don't know any word that could attack anybody. And he's absolutely right. That's how I believe that too. It's like, it's a fucking word, period. And like now do we live in this world today where like words are the biggest fucking things people use and shit. It's just a fucking word. And like,
you can choose to let it affect you, or you can realize there's fucking stupid people out there. And there's always going to be stupid people that are going to say stupid fucking shit. You know, you're never going to fucking not have that. So like, get over it already. Just realize that that person's an idiot. If you don't like what they're saying, you don't have to listen to them.
That's
I always said, people would be offended with our, my old band Amateur from Drunks. And I'd be like, look, we don't want everyone to be our fucking fan. We're not that band. Okay. We want to offend some people, and like, we're not out to please everyone. And once we don't please, like, there's the fucking door. Like,
tough
it's
titty.
okay. Yeah. And I'm like, we've lost that now. It's like, now everyone's like worried about needing safe places and all this shit. I don't know. I think politics are bullshit. And I hate all politicians. I think they're all in it together, like professional wrestling. It's like professional wrestling. You got the good guy and the bad guy, and then they go backstage and they're like, hey, good match, buddy. I think fucking politicians are the exact same fucking way. And that what's happening in this country now is exactly what they want to fucking happen. They want us to fucking hate each other. They want us to not trust each other. They want us to be on fucking, and I just wish the whole world could see that, because then we'd be back to normal.
We're all
somewhat normal.
Yeah. So that's like my cause. Like, fuck Democrats, fuck Republicans, fuck any organized party that you want to be part of, because no one's going to tell me how to think. No one's going to, like, how about, I like good ideas. Good ideas can come from anywhere. Like, I can't, like, when you join a party like that, I feel like, oh, well, I can only like these good ideas, and I got to put these good ideas down over here. Well, that's fucking stupid. And I just wish people would see that. But, that's just my thing. I'm probably an idiot, so it don't matter.
No, you're putting it out there, and you're putting it in your music.
Yeah.
So it's coming out loud and clear. Hey, you had a song that you sent me, and originally I don't think it was published, but I think you might have published it now.
I published it like a couple hours ago. Yeah.
All right, so tell me about this piece.
So that's I co-wrote that one. I should put it in the description of it, but that's co-written with a good friend of mine, Leroy Virgil. Leroy Virgil is you can look him up. He still plays now. We'll actually be doing a show with him coming up here not too long, but he's under the band Hellbound Glory, but Hellbound Glory is not really a band. It's really Leroy. And Leroy I've been in his band. Played in his band, been on tour with him. He hires different musicians all the time to come and play his music. And but he goes, Hellbound Glory would be the name of his band, but he's really the band though. And that song was the one we co-wrote together about 10 years ago. And if you listen to his version, if you can find it, it's kind of hard because he only has it released on like a live rare album thing. But his version is much different lyric wise than mine. But we have this chorus would be the same, the cliche country singer part. But other than that, we pretty much changed everything about it. But we used to live together. He's from where I'm from. And we used to write a lot of songs together and do a lot of shows together. And it was pretty cool. I got to go on tour with him when he went on tour. He got to open up for Kid Rock for a tour. That was like, that was 2012 now. That was 10 years ago. Holy fucking shit.
Where does time go?
Flies. Oh, low battery. Just missed that. Okay, we're still there. Yeah. So I wanted to play on that tour. I was like, I get to be in the band. He's like, nope, but you get to be a crew member. And I was like, that sounds awesome. And I remember the first time I met Kid Rock. This is a funny story. So he comes up to me. He's like, hey, we introduces me to Kid Rock and everything. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. And then I turn around to go back to work, and Kid Rock goes, you don't even be fucking excited. You pretend to be excited to fucking meet me. And I was like, I thought he was serious. I turned around. He goes, I'm just fucking kidding, dude. It's all good. And that was like, but for a second I thought, oh man, this asshole isn't really like that. And he wasn't. And I didn't really like Kid Rock music that much. And that tour totally changed my whole perspective. Like, what a professional he is, how like he takes it so seriously, and he wants to put on the best show every night. I saw like musicians on a whole nother level that I'd never seen before on that tour of how serious they take their craft. And Kid Rock is one of those motherfuckers. And people who want to talk shit about him, they just don't know. They just hear the shit he puts out and I don't like that. He's dumb, whatever. But they have no idea like how hard this guy works at what he does, and how serious he takes it. And that kind of changed my whole perspective on Kid Rock. And
I like Kid Rock music. I liked it a little before then too. Like, I mean, I didn't hate it, but definitely became a bigger fan of him afterwards.
It's definitely funny because a lot of people are looking at people and not knowing the real story, just knowing what they've seen on the tabloids.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, and that's also bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Let's go ahead and let's check out this song, Cliche.
Yeah.
Cliche country singer. Make sure everyone, you guys go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. I ain't kidding. You guys know you can find them on BandLab, at Diabolical Hannah, at Brian Drinks. You can go ahead, look them up on YouTube as well. Dysfunction Junction. This was supposed to be a surprise song, but Brian published it because he is nothing but brutally honest. So let's go ahead, let's check this out.
I didn't write this song in some Nashville office space, even hated by the mainstream, 'cause I ain't got a pretty face. If you wanna hear another song from another poor man's son, give me some cheap guitar and I'll get it done. I'm just a cliche country singer, motherfucking scumbag humdinger, flipping the world my middle finger, just like Johnny Cash. No, it's all cliche, what the fuck else I'm gonna say? You don't like me, well, you can kiss my ass. Met her at an AA meeting in a downtown Baptist church. She was strung out bad, well, I was strung out worse. Rough time of my life, but at least I got this verse. If you're gonna sing it proudly, well, you gotta live it first. I take it that's the curse of a cliche country singer, motherfucking scumbag humdinger, flipping the world my middle finger, just like Johnny Cash. You know it's all cliche, what the fuck else I'm gonna say? You don't like me, well, you can kiss my ass. As for Nashville and becoming a star, I've exceeded my own expectations in this life so far. Got my little house in the woods and this awesome family. I don't need to work no damn 9 to 5, and that's success to me. Always gonna be that cliche country singer, motherfucking scumbag humdinger, flipping the world my middle finger, just like Johnny Cash. You know it's all cliche, what the fuck else I'm gonna fucking say? You don't like me, well, you can kiss my ass.
And you better fucking like him and love them. Check them out on YouTube, Dysfunction Junction, and check them out on BandLab.
Yeah, BandLab. I love BandLab.
How did Dad get you turned on to BandLab, Hannah?
Yeah, I want to hear this too, because you hated it.
Yeah.
So dumb. She would make fun of me and shit. Oh, that's stupid.
I've never done that.
Yes, you did in the beginning.
Never done. I actually don't. I'm actually happy Dad found BandLab because he has like so much music, and I wanted him to show that, but he never did shows in a while. So I thought that was a good place for him to show his music. I'm happy he found it. I was fond of it because I wanted to start showing my voice, and I wasn't doing that. I was just doing modeling and makeup on Instagram. I thought, well, why am I showing my voice? So I thought, like, I'm going to do it. And he already knew what to do. So that was a huge help. So, yeah.
That's the only thing that I know more about is how BandLab works.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I can do with that. That's it. Other than that, like, you know way more than everything. It's true, though. But you totally made fun of me in the beginning.
No, I
yeah, she totally did.
I believe that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, Max did too. He was a little asshole about it, but I'm pretty sure you know what? I take that back, actually, because, you know, now I'm thinking about it, like, you'd always be one to, like, sit down and listen to the songs I posted on there. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I'm bad. I forgot. I did it with Max. Max is also on BandLab, but we won't say who he's under because he likes to be secret. He likes to cause havoc on there. But, you know, whatever. Yeah, he cracks me up. But
it's always cool to like have fun and check out some really cool artists. The music that is on BandLab, I think, is so much better than what's on the radio today.
Yeah,
like
totally. But don't trust anyone with a cartoon picture and no fucking nothing like to connects them to the real world at all, because that person's lying about something.
I got a cartoon picture.
No, but yo, look right here. We see you. Like, you got your own thing going on. I'm talking like, you know, like, if you're a real musician, it shouldn't be hard to find out who you are, like, in the real world. And like those ones who like have like great produced tracks, and like they just joined BandLab that day. And it's like, there's, you know, the people I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah, they're the frauds. That's what you know. And,
I do. And it's really funny, though, because there are some artists out there that I know that I've brought to BandLab that you're not going to see followings on, but you'll see tracks, and they're like quality work. So I know there are the real deals out there as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying like everyone like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's pretty easy to find out right away.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, you know, it's just really easy. So no, I just kind of laugh at that sometimes. And then, you know, BandLab, I love BandLab. Like I said, I love it. But, you know, it has like, you know, the sex bots at times get annoying, and the you know, the spammers who will like come on your live streams and just fuck up the whole fucking comment section. And
Yep,
I hate that shit. But, you know, for what the good BandLab is, it's awesome. And then the bad part, you just put up with it because the good part's so awesome, I think. So,
that's right.
You know, yeah. And I love it. There's no other app like it. There's nothing, I never found anything like it. And the community on BandLab, like, the world could learn something from like the community on BandLab, like the way we get along with each other, and like how, you know, I don't see much hate on BandLab. I guess it might exist somewhere. But like with the people I follow and who follow me, I don't see it, and I see more support than anything. And you know, people talk about Facebook, and now it's just people who's fighting, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know, I don't know that much. I'm not on Facebook that often, not nearly as much as I am on BandLab. And on BandLab, I don't know, I got real friends now because of it. You know, like people I haven't, you know, met, just know them from, you know, online, like you. And it's awesome. And you know, that's something I never thought I'd do, that kind of thing. I used to be the one to be like, fuck online friends, those people aren't real, that's all bullshit. But nope, it's not, and it's awesome. And I love the love in BandLab. It's like such a positive place. At least my experience with BandLab has been that, and I know a lot of other people's has been too. And it's awesome. Like, who can not love that? Yeah. So I try.
It's a different type of social media site, and I think real artists understand real artists.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the best. That's what I was trying to say.
I've never seen a social media like how BandLab is. Like the community in it is so different. I appreciate it for that. Yeah.
It's awesome.
So when do you guys plan on going touring? I know you had said a little earlier that you guys were setting up a little tour. Is that on the West Coast where you guys are?
Yeah, I just going up to Oregon, and like literally like a 6-hour drive one direction, coming back to the house, and then we're going down to Southern California, 6-hour drive in the other direction. We got that. We got some shows booked. I wanted to do it earlier, but now it's not happening until December, really, because a lot of the clubs didn't want to book us till like a couple months out and everything. So, you know, that's so December we're starting, and we'll be playing some shows with Bob Wayne. I don't know if any of your listeners know who Bob Wayne is, or if you know, but he's like the modern day Johnny Cash kind of guy. You know, I don't know. He's got some good songs. He's he's like the real deal. He tours and all over the world. He goes to Europe. He literally goes to Europe and plays for like 20,000 people, and then he'll come back and play for like 20 people in your local bar when he gets back to the United States. And he's really great at what he does, and he's a good friend of mine. And so, you know, we're hitching a ride on his tour when he comes through in December, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But so we'll see where it goes from there. And that's what we got in the works right now. So we play local all the time right now. And by local, I mean anywhere from Sacramento to the Bay Area and everywhere in between. And if you're in California, you understood what I just said. But if you're not, you're like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Where are you playing next?
At the Calaveras Pines again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Next one is the Calaveras Pines, which is literally local to us right here. And then we're playing at what's that club in Sacramento? The fucking it's I can't remember. I got it written down, but
that's the part of the dysfunction. So you guys got it straight. It really wasn't the Viagra
so that
speaking.
band Hellbound Glory I was talking about, we're opening up for them in Sacramento this month. You know, it's October 29th, I believe, which is a Saturday. And then that's gonna be a big show. But I forget where the hell I don't forget. I just can't remember the name, but I know the club in my head.
Every show we do, I always post ahead of time on our Instagram and Facebook. Like, people who follow us will always know when we're playing next. We don't know when, but when we find out, it will be there.
Haha, be the first to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if we don't have a show booked, we play at that bar I was talking about, the Calaveras Pines. They pretty much let us do whatever we want there whenever we want, and give us a stage to perform on any night that we want. So that's pretty awesome.
Well, and any time you want to come here and play, you're more than welcome as well.
Heck yeah.
I can't wait till you guys come to PA.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead. We're going to close out this evening's Whip It Out Wednesday with Brian and Hannah. You guys are so awesome. You guys make sure to follow them. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, right here on BandLab. And if you guys are in the Sacramento area, make sure you guys keep your eyes and ears open, because they're going to be traveling around.
Yep, that's right.
Yay. That's okay. He's asking permission. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take you out here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
You too.
Yeah. I'm out of here. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so exciting. It's coming. What's a genre? 2025 signups are here now. Are you ready to wag, baby? Yeah! It's that time for the summer series. Are you ready? Are you signed up? Do you know your genres? Do you have what it takes? We're only accepting 32 contestants here. And you know what? It is going to be fire! We have great judges. We've got some surprises, twists, and turns in these rounds, too. Do you have what it takes? Be part of number 32. Sign up today. Angified live at gmail.com. Let's get on that list. If you need it, Angified. Go ahead and sign up today. And you know what? It's time to fly. Show what you got and how good you can collaborate with another artist to create a new track in 7 days. Do you have it? Are you scared? Don't be scared. It's just the wag. Sign up today and we'll see you soon.
Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate? Are you gonna spread love or hate?